Hello everybody, Jose Rodriguez again. It is Monday the 26th of June. This is the second video of the day. I did my welcome video a little while ago. I hope you are enjoying that. But I forgot to bring something up, and this is as a result of my checking emails and also viewer questions, which I did religiously every morning and every evening between park visits. And this was from Precision Colors. The reason that the development of the ink set for the Pro 1000 has been delayed is because one of the colors wasn't jetting properly. And by jetting properly, that means that if you were to print something that included that color, you could see some variables in it, and it really took a good eye to do that. I could not see it, but apparently Precision Colors did, and it had to do, I believe, with magenta. Magenta is a troublesome pigment for most inkjet inks, and so the example that he sent to me included just a blank magenta document. I looked at it, I couldn't see anything, but apparently he saw some slight variability in some areas. And I think he traced it down to the actual viscosity of the ink. And the email that I got back said that they had solved the problem. It is now jetting perfectly, and that is awesome news. Now the last hurdle is to get the complete set of 12 matched, and that's going to require some color tuning. And so once that is done, then the chemist will start to produce sufficient volumes of this ink set, and the refilling has been already addressed. No problem with that. The chips have not been tested yet, and what he's going to do is to actually initiate his Pro 1000 using this ink set, because they have very large internal ink dampers, if you want to call them that. I call them containers or compartments or whatever. They hold quite a bit of ink, and so if you initiate the printer with the OEM cartridges, it's going to take forever to push out the old ink before you can make an evaluation with the new inks. And so he's been using another printer, the 9500, to test some of those colors. And so then finally he will do that on the Pro 1000, and that'll be the real nitty-gritty, as they say. So that is where we are at, or where Precision Colors is at, and it will be pretty soon. And again, the only unknown is, of course, the chips. They should work, just like the single-use chips for the Pro 1 work perfectly. So that is it for now. I'm still looking for a deal. I am looking on local Craigslist and on eBay to see if I could find me a good deal on a Pro 1000. Also looking at B&H and other places and see if I could get that good deal with a good rebate, because that's going to have to come out of the channel's revenue, and so I don't want to spend it unnecessarily. So that is it. Now, I mentioned earlier that I have another channel. It's a much smaller channel, only about 2,000 subscribers, and it has to do with my primary hobby that I practiced since about 1972, and that was to make miniature scale, museum quality, period furniture. I built French furniture, English, American, early and modern, and all of the various periods of furniture. I have been building pieces, and I have been building them to scale using the same techniques. I use the actual drawings from the original pieces that I've been able to luckily obtain. But I also never really got into the building of rooms, or let alone a home, a house. No, that was beyond my abilities, I thought. Now, if you guys go to jtoolman 1949 on YouTube, you should be able to see some of my videos, and you should be able to see a video where I show you some of the few pieces that I have left that never sold back when I was selling these at shows, and you should be able to see what I'm talking about. Also, I do some micro machining. I have a machine shop that is basically for model creating, for creating working models of steam engines, gasoline power engines, and all sorts of little miniature tooling that require so-called micro machining. But lately, at the club that we belong to, my wife and I, we finally started to make a little house. And I decided I better just use what they call half scale. Normally it's 1 inch to the foot, as they say. So an inch equals a foot, 2 inches equals 2 feet, and so on. So this is my almost finished English Tudor little house. It is 1/24 scale. And as you can see, I just began to do the detailing or the weathering of the outside. This is actual spackling, which simulates the stucco that was applied to these Tudor houses. We have a lot of them here in America, and of course they're all basically in England, but in the East Coast, the Northeast, you see a lot of this type of architecture. And as you can see, the chimney, you see the growth of all kinds of weeds and stuff. And now for the interior of the house. And it's very basic. It's not meant to be 100% real. We're going to go ahead and furnish it. And as you can see, the attic has a tin roof, an embossed tin roof, and a little light on a chain. And the windows are all glass. All of the framing is real wood. Again, all of the spackling is real spackle that I had to water down to make it look scale. See the main floor here? See my little fireplace? I built that from scratch. I have a little hearth right here. And again, the windows. There's real wallpaper attached. There are beams on the ceiling and beams on the attic as well. I took an image of a real fireplace and I set it away from the rear wall so that it gives you a 3D sort of look to the whole thing. There are nice window seats here, and it is just meant to be a whimsical little model of an English Tudor home. I want you to look at the roof. It's got moss growing on it. It has bird poop everywhere. I have a copper flashing on the top. I have real terracotta chimney ends here. I don't know what you would call those, but again, and I weathered them to look as if they are all sooty. And anyway, so this is what we do. We just do this to have fun. When you're retired, you really need to do something, especially something creative like this, so that you exercise your noggin a little bit and you don't start developing dementia too early, which I'm afraid I'm going to probably develop. But I hope many, many years down the road and not now. But anyway, so that is it. This is what we've been working on. It is now nearly finished. I just have to add a few more little finishing touches here and there, and that'll be the end of that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please visit my jtoolman 1949 channel. Have a look. This is another facet of who I am and what I do. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, subscribe, share, and like. Have any questions whatsoever, you know where to ask. Email me directly if you want to do so. Please refrain from doing private messaging in YouTube. I would rather, if it's something that is a general type question, let the whole world hear about it. But if something is personal about you, particularly with the printer, and you want to only have a one-on-one, go ahead and email me tooljoe1949 at yahoo.com. All right. that is it. What do you guys think? Oh, by the way, this is real wood. Little tiny strips of wood laminated onto the floor, and I believe I use oak veneer to do this. So now all I have to do is actually apply some varnish, and then we'll already have some rugs that we're going to apply. Basically, they will be glued on, and everything is actually glued on in place so that it does not get disturbed. You will not be rearranging this little model. And then we're going to go ahead, and the next time we do an exhibit at the museum that we did last year, I'll go ahead and put that in there for people to see. All right, that is it. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And as always, happy printing, and in this case, happy miniature making, happy machining. Bye-bye.